Good morning, everyone. In previous session, we covered Linux basic commands, right? What is mkdir? What is rmdir? How to work with the files? How to work with the directories? Those commands we discussed in our last session. Basic commands we discussed in the Linux. So today also we are going to work on Linux commands only. Meanwhile, let me set up Let me start my Linux machine. We created a Linux machine yesterday using AWS EC2. So I stopped after our class completed, I stopped our instance. Now I am going to start that again, start the instance. So Linux VM. For this Linux VM, I used a key pair. My key name is also a Linux. I have downloaded that PEM file. I will connect to this EC2 instance using MobiXtrum. So let's wait. The instance is getting started. Once the instance started using public IP of the instance, I can connect to that machine. Once the instance got started, I will connect to that instance using its public IP address. Now instance got started. Now you can see public IP address of that instance. Copy the public IP address. Open MobiXtrum. MobiXtrum I'm using as a client to connect with my EC2 instances using SSH protocol. Open a new SSH connection. This is the public IP address of our EC2 Linux instance. The default username EC2 user. PEM file. We downloaded PEM file as a key pair. That is a Linux PEM file. Click on open. OK. So with this, I'm able to connect with my EC2 instance. Yesterday, we have done some files creation and directories creation by using ls-l. I can list out all the files and directories which are available here. Now I want to print the content of a file. For that, I'm going to use cat command, cat file name. It is going to print the file content. So cat is going to read the file content from top to bottom. So if I want to reverse the content, then there is a command called tag command is available, right? File name, tag. The reverse of cat is the tag. So cat command is going to read the file data from top to bottom, whereas tag command is going to read the data from bottom to top. The reverse of cat is tag command. The reverse of cat is tag command. Okay. Now here, if you do cat, so it is going to print the file data from top to bottom. It is going to print that file data. Now here, if you want to print only first 10 lines of the file, then we can use a command called head command. Head command is used to read the data from top to bottom. By default, it will read only 10 lines. By default, it will read only 10 lines from that file. Head command is used to read the data from top to bottom. If you want to read the data from bottom to top, then we can use tail command. Tail file name, it will read the data from bottom to top. Clear? Here, tag command cat space cat is used to cat. It is used to print file data from top to bottom. If you use the tag command, tag, it is reverse of cat. Prints file data from bottom to top. Now we are going to use head command and tail commands also to read the file data. What is the purpose of a head? It is used to print file data from top to bottom. Okay, here tail command. It is used to print it is used to print file data from bottom to top. Sir, then what is the difference? Cat command is already available to print file data from top to bottom. Head command is also available to print the data, to print the file data from top to bottom. Now, it will print by default, by default, it prints, by default, it prints first 10 lines only. So if your file is having hundreds of lines, cat is going to print all the file content. Tac is also going to print all the file content. But if your file is very huge, if your file contains 200 lines of data, or your file contains 500 lines of data, then how to print that file data? In order to print that, we are going to use head command. Head command is used to print file data from top to bottom. By default, it will print only first 10 lines. Tail command is available. It is used to print file data from bottom to top. By default, it prints. By default, it prints last 10 lines. Last 10 lines. So the default value is a 10. Head command will print first 10 lines of the file. Tail command will print last 10 lines of the file. Are you clear? Now, whenever we are going to monitor log files of our application, then we are going to use this head command and tail command. I want to see latest logs of my application. For example, we are using SBI internet banking. SBI application is executing in a server. So SBI net banking, people are using this SBI application. How this SBI application is executing? That SBI application will have a log file. Application execution details will be stored into one log file. SBI.log file will be available. Developers will implement logging for our project. Developers will implement logging for our project. Whenever people access this application, application will be executed and the application execution details will be stored to log file. Execution details, how the application is executing, what kind of requests are coming, who is accessing our application, what operation they are performing. All those details of the application will be stored to a log file. Now here log messages will be generated. Log messages will be generated for our application. If any functionality is not working, then we need to understand the problem of this application. Suppose today people are not able to transfer the funds by using SBI net banking. There is some problem. Now, when there is a problem in the application, developer should understand what is the problem. How developer will understand the problem coming in the SBI from today morning at 6 o'clock, net banking operations are not working in the SBI. Today morning 6 o'clock onwards, SBI net banking operations are not working. There is some problem in the project. There is some problem in the project. What is that problem? How developers will understand that problem? So for every application, log will be available. Logging will be available. Logging is nothing but the process of storing application execution details to a file. Logging will be available for every application in the real time. How the application is executing, the application details will be stored to a file. Now, developer will connect to this log file. Developer will read the data from a log file. So latest logs will be available at the top of the file, or latest logs will be available at the bottom of the file. Keep on messaging will be added. The log messages will be keep on generating. So people are keep on accessing our application. Latest logs will be generated. So latest logs will be added at the top, or latest logs will be added at the bottom. Latest logs will be added at the top, or latest logs will be added at the bottom. Top. Why the logs will go to top, man? I have written some data in the file. Next line will go to here. Next line, next line, next line, next line, next line. Latest logs will be added at the top, or latest logs will be added at the bottom. Latest log messages will be added at the bottom. Whenever you are writing a data, now see here, I'm writing the class notes. When I'm writing the notes, the new data is going to the top of the file, new data coming at the bottom of the file. I'm writing the notes. Am I going to write from bottom to top, or I'm going to write from top to bottom? I will write the notes from top to bottom. In the same way, our application is executing, our application is having a logging. People are accessing our application generating the logs. Application logs are storing to log file, where the latest logs will be available. Latest logs will be available in the top position, in the first position, or in the last position, in the last position, bottom. Okay, now I have a log file. My log file is having 10,000 lines. My log file is having 10,000 lines. Now, if I use a cat command file name, if I use a cat command and file name, then what will happen? It is going to print all the 10,000 lines. If I use a tag command, if I use a tag reverse from bottom to top, it is going to print everything. I want to get only last 10 lines. I want to get only last 10 lines of this log file. Which command I can use to get only last 10 lines? Should I go for a tag command, or I should go for a tail command? I should go for tail command. So when I use the tail command, what data I'm going to get? Tail command will print the last 10 lines of the file. If I use a head command, what data I'm going to get? If I use a head command, what data I'm going to get? If I use a head command, I'm going to get the first 10 lines. But first 10 lines data in the log file is the latest data or old data? First 10 lines will be latest data. First 10 lines will be old data. First 10 lines will be old data. You understand the difference between head command and tail command? If you want to read first 10 lines from a file, then you can use head command. If you want to read last 10 lines of the file, you will use tail command. Sir, I don't want to read only 10 lines. I want to read 25 lines. First 25 lines I want to read. Then you can go for head -n 25 space file name, that is sbi.log. So -25, what is the meaning of -25? First of 25 lines it is going to read. If you give head space file name, it reads first 10 lines. That is a default count. If I give -n25, it reads first 25 lines data. It will read first 25 lines. If I give $head -n50, then what will happen? If I give -n50, what will happen? It reads first 50 lines data. It reads first 50 lines data. If you use a cat command, it will read complete file. If you use the tag command, it will read complete file from bottom to top. Head command will read only first 10 lines. If you want to read n number of lines, only specified number of lines, then you can use -n option. Now see, my file is having some data. So cat ashokit.txt. So there are several lines are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines are available. I want to read only first 3 lines. How can I read the first 3 lines? Head -n3 ashokit.txt. So what is happening? Is it printing only first 3 lines of data? Is it printing only first 3 lines of data? So can you specify how many lines you want to read by using head command? Yes. Suppose if I give head -n 4 or 5 ashokit.txt. So it is reading only 5 lines. It is reading only first 5 lines of data. So similarly, we can go for a tail command. Tail command we can use. Tail file name. If I use the tail file name as ashokit.txt, what is happening? It is reading the data. It is reading the data from top to bottom. Okay, now I want to read specific lines of data, right? By using tail command. So for the tail also, you can specify the option. For tail also, you can specify the option. So here If you use tail file name sbi.log, what it will do? Last 10 lines data. It reads last 10 lines. By default, it will take 10. It reads last 10 lines data when you go for tail command. Suppose if I give $tail -n 25 sbi.log file. Can you tell me what will happen? If I give -n 25, what will happen? Come on, guys. It reads last 25 lines data. It reads last 25 lines data. Now there is another option, $tail plus 25 file name plus 25 file name. It will display, it reads from 25th line to, it reads from 25th line to bottom. So if you give tail with the plus number, from that line it is going to read everything. From that line it is going to read everything. So like this we can use head command and tail command. So do you understand what is the purpose of head command and tail command? Yes, we understood what is the purpose of head command and tail command. Head is used to read the data from the top to bottom. Tail is used to read the data from the bottom to top. When we are reading the log files, are we going to read the log file data from top to bottom? Log files we will read from bottom to top. Application log files we will read from top to bottom, or we will read from bottom to top. Come on, guys. Application log messages will be stored bottom. Application log messages will be added at the bottom of the file. Application log messages will be appended at bottom of the file. To read latest log messages, we need to use tail command. So tomorrow when you are working as a developer, your team lead may tell you, we are getting some issue in the testing. Can you see log file? Application is giving some problem. Testers are not able to log in into application to test it. Can you see what is the problem? Then you need to open log file of your application. You need to see latest logs of the application. Latest logs will tell you what problem occurred in the application. So developers should know how to see the log messages of our application. For every project, log file will be available. Log file contains the application execution details. If there is a problem, you need to see the data from the log file. So log files you are going to read from bottom to top, not from top to bottom, because application will keep on adding the messages to the log file. Latest data will be added at the bottom. So you need to use a tail command to read the logs of the application. Very good. So with this, we are good with the tail command and head command. Next one, there is a command called word count. So now suppose, for example, I'm printing that data. Cat command I'm using to print my file data. I want to understand how many lines are available in the file, how many words are available in the file, how many characters are available in the file. WC ashokit.txt. Now you see there are 7 lines available, 21 words are available, 124 characters are available in this file. So that is a word count. WC. It is used to print number of lines, number of words, and the number of characters in given file. Number of words, number of characters in the given file. WC space file name. Suppose I'm giving my file name as ashokit.txt. So this dollar, when I'm writing a dollar, that means it is a command. When I don't write the dollar, that means it is a text for you. I'm writing a dollar. Why I'm writing a dollar? So dollar means it is a command execution. You see, So dollar is available to represent that it is a command execution. In the notes, when I write a text directly, it is a theoretical point. When I write a dollar, that means it is a command. It is a command. Got it? Somebody is asking what is this dollar? Dollar represents it is a command. Very good. So we used word count command. So what is the purpose of a word count command? Word count command is used to display the number of lines, number of characters, number of words available in the file. We are using word count command. Clear? Next one, the most important command for the people to search for some data. For example, now guys, when we go for notepad, I'm writing some data. Can we search for some content in this file? How to search for a word in the file? Can you tell me how to search for a word in the file? How to search for a word in the file? We will use Control F. Okay, so there is a Control F option is available. Similarly, I want to search for a word in a file using Linux. Can I do Control F here? Can I do Control F here? So Control F we will use in the Windows because it is having a GUI. It is having a GUI. But here I don't have the GUI. Then how can I search for that? How can I search for that? There is a command called Grep Command. Grep Command is available, which is very important command. In the interview, they will ask the questions on the Grep Command. Grep Command, very important. Observe carefully what is Grep Command and how to work with Grep Command. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. Grep command will process the text line by line and prints any lines which matches with the given pattern. If you want, it is used to search for the text based on a pattern. Grep command will process the text line by line. Grep command will process the text line by line, and it prints the lines which are matched with given pattern. Now I want to search for some data. Okay, so I want to print the lines. For example, you see cat, this is available. I'm trying to print all the lines. Now I want to print the lines which contains Linux keyword. I want to print the lines which contains only Linux keyword. For that we can use grep command. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. So what is the purpose of this grep command? Come on guys. So it is used to process the lines and it is used to print the lines which are matched with given pattern. Now I want to print the lines which contains Linux. Okay, so for that I'm going to use grep. What text I want to search? I want to search for Linux space file name ashokit.txt. Now can you see ashokit.txt file contains 7 lines. But when I use grep linux ashokit.txt, what happened here? So in this file 3 lines contains Linux keyword. So it printed only those 3 lines. Are you able to understand? So grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. So it is used to find the data from the files. It is used to find the data in the file. I want to find out which lines contains Linux keyword, print it. If I do cat ashokit.txt, if I use cat, ashokitdt.txt. What is happening? It is printing all the lines. It is printing all the lines. See, right guys, now. So you understand cat command is going to print all the lines of the file. I don't want to print all the lines available in the file. I don't want to print all the lines available in the file. I want to print the lines which contains Linux. Let us see here. I'm going to use a command called grep linux ashokit.txt. Is it printing anything? That means grep is a case sensitive or grep is a not case sensitive. Grep is a case sensitive or grep is a not case sensitive. Grep is case sensitive. So when I give grep linux ashokit.txt, what happened? Nothing is printed. That means in this given file, there is no line contains linux keyword. In the given file, there is no line contains linux keyword. For example, if I use grep linux L capital ashokit.txt. Now can you see there are 3 lines available which contains linux keyword. There are 3 lines available which contains linux keyword. Yes, so grep is case sensitive or grep is not case sensitive. Grep is case sensitive. Can you guys tell me what is the purpose of grep command? Grep is used to find the data. So it is something like a control F. It is something like a control F in the Windows. In the Windows, we have a GUI. You can directly specify here. You can search. You can search it. Now see here, I have a file. Class notes is available. In this class notes, I want to find out where is the grep keyword. Control F, grep. See here, it is printing that grep is available here. Next, grep is available here. Next, grep is available. So like this, we can search for the data in the file. In the Windows, we are using Control F option. How to search for file data in the Linux? Which command is available to search for the data in the Linux, guys? There is a command called grep command. You understood what is grep now? So grep is going to process the text line by line. Which lines matches the given pattern? Those lines it is going to print. Grep command will process the text line by line. It prints the lines which are matched with given pattern. Now I have given grep command. Grep I have given linux space ashokit.txt. What it will do? It will print all lines which contains linux keyword. It will print all lines which contains linux keyword in this file. Okay, I don't want to consider case sensitive. I want to ignore the case sensitive. Hey grep, don't consider the case sensitive. Grep -i linux. Now I am giving file name ashokit.txt. Are we able to get it the capital Linux also now? How to ignore case sensitive? -i. If you don't give -i, it is not printing any data. When I give -i, it is printing the data. So what is the meaning of -i? Ignore case sensitive. So if you execute this, grep -i linux ashokit.txt, ignore case sensitive. Ignore case sensitive. Able to understand? Able to understand now? Sir, where we are going to use this in the real time? Now, application log file generated. In this application, some null pointer exception occurred. So people are trying to log in into the application giving some problem. So there is a null pointer exception. How can I understand in which lines null pointer exception is available? How can I understand the lines which contains null pointer exception? Can I write a command like this? Grep -I. Can I write a null pointer exception like this? Space sbi.log. So with this command, what will happen? If I use my command like this, what will happen? Come on, guys. Grep -I null pointer exception space sbi.log. What this command will do? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what this command will do? This command will throw the exception. What this command will do? It will print all the lines which contains a null pointer exception text. This command will print all the lines in the SBI log file which contains null pointer exception. All the lines which contains null pointer exception in this log file will be printed. Got my point? Okay. So I am searching for the text in the particular file. I don't want to search in particular file. I want to give directly like this. Grep -I. Grep -I. Ignore the case sensitive. Linux. I'm giving star. What is the meaning of star? If I give star, what is the output I'm getting? It is printing the text from the files. All the files it is searching. If you give grep -I linux, if you give a file name ashokit.txt, then what happened? Only in this file, it is printing the lines which contains Linux keyword, specific file. If you want to search for the data in the specific file, you can give the file name. If you want to search in all the files in the present working directory, if you want to search in all the files in the present working directory, star. When I give the star, what happened? In Ashok IT txt, 3 lines are having this text. In the f1.txt, 3 lines are having this text. In linux.txt, 3 lines are having this text. Okay. Now, so if you don't give the file name and if you don't give the star, what is happening? Is it accepting that? Is it accepting that? No, it is not accepting that. Okay, fine. So you need to give either file name or you need to give star. So if I give $grep -I, I am going to give exception. I will give star. What it will do? It will print. It will search for exception in all the files and prints which contains. It will search for exception in all the files and prints which contains this keyword, which contains exception keyword. Understand? Understand my point? Now, if you don't want to search for complete null pointer exception, guys, so in the null pointer exception, you will not get a space because it is a Java exception. So there will not be any space like this. Okay. So if you don't want to give a particular exception, you can give a text like this. Then it will search for exception keyword in all the files and prints which contains that. So like this, we can use grep command. Are you clear? Now, I don't want to give only present working directory. I want to give subdirectories also. I want to search in the subdirectories also. ls-l. Is there any directory available currently? There is no directory available currently. Let me make one directory. I'm making one directory mkdir. I'm making one directory with a name called directory1. cd directory1. Let me create one file cat myfile.txt. Here I am writing Linux OS is easy to learn. Linux is CLI based. Linux is CLI based. I am good with Linux. I'm good with Linux. I learnt Linux 1 week back. Okay, like this I'm writing some data. So now where is the file available? File is available inside the directory one cd space dot dot ls-l. So I have some files in my present working directory and there is a file inside directory one. Now let me search for this grep-i linux space star. Now see here, when I am giving grep-i linux star, what it is doing? Directory one is a directory. It is not. Is it printing my file? Is it searching the data in the my file which is available inside another directory? Is it searching for the text in the directory files? No. Where it is searching currently? Can I say it is searching all the files in the present working directory? It is searching for all the files only in the present working directory. Understood? It is searching for the text only in the present working directory files. I want to search for that in the present working directory and in its subdirectories also. And in its subdirectories also. Got it? You got my point? I have files. I have files in my present working directory. I have files in my present working directory. So there is a file inside the subdirectory. Inside the directory one, there is one file. In my present working directory, I have some files. Inside the subdirectory also, I have one file. Now I am using grep command. Which files are matched with this text now? Only these files are matched. What about the file which is available inside the directory? What about the file which is available inside the directory? Is it searching in the subdirectory files also, or it is not searching in the subdirectory files? Is it searching or it is not searching? Searching or not searching? Now how to search in the subdirect searching? Where it is searching, man? If it is searching, why it is not printing the file available in the directory one? It is not searching. How to search for the files in the directory, present working directory and in the subdirectories also? Let us see here. Grep -r space linux. I'm using grep -r. When I give grep -r, then what happened? Is it printing in the subdirectory files also? Is it printing in the subdirectory files also? Yes or no? Yes, it is searching in the subdirectory files also. Directories and subdirectory files also it is going to search. Grep -r linux. If I give like this, it is going to search in the directory and it is going to search in the subdirectory files also. Dollar. Now, when I give -r, do I need to give the file name? It will search. It will search in pwd. It will search in present directory and subdirectories also. If you give -r, it is going to search in the present directory as well as it is going to search in the subdirectory also. In the present working directory and it is going to search in the subdirectory also. -r to search in the subdirectory, -i to ignore the case sensitive. What is null point? It is just a text, man. What is this exception? It is just a text. Instead of this, you can give Linux also. Instead of this, you can give Linux also. It is a text that I am giving here. So what is null pointer exception? It is a text. It is a text for you. -I, ignore the case sensitive. -R, search in the subdirectories also. Search in the subdirectories also. Is this clear? Is this clear for all of you? Now, so tell me, what is the purpose of head command, tail command, head command, tail command, and grep command? What is the purpose of a head command, tail command, and grep command? What is the purpose of a head? Head command will print top 10 lines. Tail command will print bottom 10 lines. What is the purpose of grep command? What is the purpose of grep command? Searching for the words, pattern searching. If you want to search for particular text, if you want to search the lines which contains particular text, then you can go for that. I'm going speed. Guys, do you feel that I'm going speed? People are saying that, sir, you are going speed. It's very, very slow, man. If you feel that I'm going speed, don't write your class notes. If you write your class notes, you will feel I'm going speed. Don't write the class notes. I'm giving the class notes for you. Don't write it. To be frank, it is a dead slow. To be frank, it is going dead slow. Okay. Good. I'm writing the notes. I'm repeating multiple times. I'm doing the practicals. So still, if you feel that I'm going speed, then I can't help you, man. Very good. Okay. So with this, we understood what is the purpose of a head command, tail command, and grep command. Guys, in the real time, when we are monitoring the logs of the application, we will search for some patterns in the log files. For that, we will use grep command. Grep is very, very important. Okay. So my application log file is there. I want to search for the lines which contains the exception text. The line which contains the exception keyword, I want to search for that. Then I will go for grep command. Perfect. Okay. Files we are able to create. File content we are able to read. Right? File content we are able to read. And we are able to search the text in the file. First 10 lines we are able to print. Last 10 lines we are able to print. So everything is clear. Next one. In this Windows, I am using Notepad. I'm using Notepad. I'm writing the data in the Notepad. Can I modify the data also in the Notepad? Can I edit this data? Can I edit this data in the Notepad? Can I edit this data in the Notepad? Yes, I can edit it. Linux basic commands. Now I want to change this text. I'm going to edit it. You see, I'm able to edit the data in the file. So this is Windows Notepad I'm using. It is a text editor. Notepad is a text editor. I can write the text. I can modify the text. I can delete the text. Whatever I want, I can do it. So similarly, how to work with text editors in the Linux? How to work with the text editor in the Linux? Text editors. Text editors. Text editors are used to edit the files, modify the files, right? So the default text editor that comes with the Linux operating system is VI, Visual Editor. In Linux, we will use VI as a text editor. In Linux, we will use VI text editor. It is default. It is default in Linux. In the Windows, we will get Notepad as the default text editor. In Windows OS, Notepad is the default text editor. You can write the text, you can modify the text, you can update, you can delete, you can play with the text in the notepad. So similarly, how to work with these text editors in the Linux? In Linux OS, we will use VI text editor. It is the default. In Windows, Notepad is default. It is default in Windows. VI is the default in Linux. Okay. Now, guys, let's see here. There are so many files are available. Now let me create one file with a name called, let me create one file with a name called VI. As of now, we created a files by using touch command. We created a file by using cat command. Similarly, we can create a file by using vi space players.txt, vi space players.txt, directly file edited. Now see, I am using vi editor to create the file and to modify file data. So when you use vi, if you give ashok IT.txt, that file is already available. If the file is already available, it will open that file in this mode. Like this, it is opened. So currently the file content is opened. If you want to modify the file data, you need to go for insert mode. To go to the insert mode, currently we are in the command mode. Now we need to go insert mode. If you press I in the keyboard, if you press I, then you will go to insert mode. Once you go to insert mode, you can type the data, you can modify the file data. Now see here, I'm deleting the data in the file. I'm deleting the data in the file. Now I'm going to write my data. My name is Ashok. Right? I'm working as Java full stack developer. My job location Hyderabad. My job location Hyderabad. My company name dot dot. Okay, like this. I'm going to write some data. Am I able to write the data? Am I able to write that? Am I able to modify the data? So which editor I am using? Which editor I am using? VI editor. I modified. Once you modify the data, you need to save it and you need to close it. For that, we need to press escape colon WQ. Escape colon WQ. Write and quit. Write and quit. Yes, I have closed it. Now see, cat ashok IT.txt. That file contains the data which I have stored. So how I am editing the file now? By using VI editor. VI editor will come as a default text editor in the Linux. In the Windows, we are using Notepad. In the Linux, we are using VI editor as the default text editor. Are you guys able to understand my point? Are you guys able to understand my point? Now, so can I edit the same file again? Can I edit the same file again? What is the command I need to use to edit it? Vi space file name. This file is already available or this file is already not available? This file is already available. If the file is already available, it will just open that. If the file is already available, it will just open that file. It will just open that file. If the file is not available, then what will happen? It will create the file and it will open the file. The file is opened. How to modify, how to insert the data? Can I directly type the data? Can I directly insert the data? If I want to insert the data, what should I do? Press I. What is I? Insert mode. I should go to insert mode. Now I am in the insert mode. When I'm in the insert mode, can I edit the file? Yes, I am having 9+ years experience. I have written some data. How to save it and close? How to save it and close? Can I directly press WQ colon WQ? No. When I need to press the WQ, Control D, Control D for cat command. not control D. How to save it and close it? Escape. I should go to escape. Press the escape in the keyboard, then type :WQ. :WQ. Now see the data, cat ashokitdt.txt. Now I'm able to insert one line in the middle. Okay. Now, so what I am going to do here is $vi ashokitdt.txt. I open this file, press I in keyboard to enter into insert mode. Write the data in the file. Then press escape. Then press WQ to save and close that file. So like this, we are going to work with text editor in the Linux. Are you clear with my point? In Windows, we are using Notepad as a text editor. In the Linux, we are using VI as a text editor. VI, file name. If the file is available, it will open. If the file is not available, it will create the file and it will open. Press I in the keyboard to enter into insert mode. Write the data in the file. Once you write the data in the file, to save and close the file, press escape, then press :WQ to save and close that file. To close and save that file. Okay, guys. Now let me do once again. Here I'm writing once again. I'm opening that file vi ashokit.txt. I opened. Can I do anything in the file now? Can I insert the data in the file? When I'm in the command mode, can I insert anything? No, but I can delete it. So delete keyword, delete will work. So see here, I'm deleting something. Without insert mode, can I delete the data also? Yes, but can I insert the data? If I want to insert, I should go for insert mode. Now I am in the insert mode. Okay, I'm writing some data. By mistake, my data got typed. I want to close the file without saving. Tell me what I need to do. I need to close the file without saving the data. Escape :Q. Escape :Q. Is it accepting when I do :Q? :Q not. Now see, cat ashokit.txt. Is it writing my data? :Q not. To close the file without saving, we will use :Q not. Understood? Press escape :WQ to save and close. If you want to close the file without saving, :Q not. Quit without saving. It is quit without saving. You understood? Now I want to create one new file. Can I use VI directly to create a new file? Yes. VI f10.txt. First observe ls-l. Do you have any file with a name called f10.txt? Or let me take it as some heroes.txt. Vi heroes.txt. Do we have that file? No. When I execute vi heroes.txt, file open in the insert mode. Can I type the data? Press I. Then you can write it. You can write the data. Now you can write Shahrukh, Salman, Amir Khan, like that. Right now I want to save this file and I want to close this file. How can I do that? Escape :wq, write and quit. Now cat heroes.txt. Are you able to see that my data is available in the file? Are you able to see that my data is available in the file? Yes. So now you understood VI. Sir, why are you teaching all these commands? So tomorrow we are going to learn DevOps. So tomorrow when you come to the DevOps, so I'm going to use all these concepts that what we are learning. Whatever the concepts we are learning now, all those concepts we are going to use tomorrow. Let us see. Tomorrow, when we are going to work with DevOps, we need to use a software called Apache Tomcat. When we are working with Apache Tomcat, I will tell you, go and modify this file. If you want to access the Apache Tomcat, go and modify a file called context.xml. So in that file, there will be a value tag. You need to modify the value tag allow attribute value. How to modify this XML file in the Linux? Apache Tomcat I'm going to install in the Linux. I want to modify this XML file. Which command we will use? VI. And in the Apache Tomcat, there will be a file called tomcat users.xml. We need to add some users in the Tomcat server. So we need to modify tomcat users.xml in the DevOps. How can we modify tomcat users.xml? I need to add this data VI. I need to open that tomcat users.xml. I should go to insert mode. I need to add the data. I need to save the data. I want to change the Tomcat server port number in the server.xml. I need to edit this file using VI editor and I will modify the data. Are we learning these commands for time pass? Or we are preparing the base for the DevOps course? Am I preparing the base for the DevOps or I'm just discussing the commands for time pass? We are preparing the base for the DevOps. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, you should be strong in the Linux. This is for Tomcat. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to work with some other softwares like Sonar will be available, Jenkins will be available, Docker will be available, Sonar will be available. For all these things we are going to use Linux commands. All the DevOps tools we are going to learn on the Linux operating system. We are going to work with all these commands in our DevOps course. I am preparing the base for the DevOps. Linux is the base for DevOps. Don't think that I'm discussing these commands for time pass. This Linux is prerequisite for the DevOps. Got my point? Very good. So with this we understood what is a text editor. VI is the text editor that we are using. So you understand what is insert mode and what is insert mode and what is escape mode. What is insert mode and what is escape mode? What is the purpose of insert mode? What is the purpose of insert mode? When we open editor, if you want to type some data, then you need to go to insert mode. How to go to insert mode? How to go to insert mode? Press I, type the data. How to save the file and close the file? How to save the file and close the file? Escape WQ. Escape, press escape keyword :WQ. Right? Perfect. Perfect. How to close the file without saving? How to close the file without saving? :Q0. Escape :Q0. If you modify something without saving that I want to close that file, :Q0 I'm going to use. Okay. Next up, there is another command called sed command. There is another command called sed command. Sed command is available. This is also very important command. Sed stands for stream editor. What is the sed command, guys? Sed stands for stream editor. Sed stands for stream editor. Now, guys, I have a file. Here, cat ashokit.txt. There is a file available. Wherever my name is available, I want to replace my name from Ashok to Ashok Kumar. I want to replace some text in my file, or else let me take some other file here. Cat linux.txt. Now here Linux keyword is available in this file. Wherever Linux is available, I want to replace that Linux with the Unix. I want to replace the text. So is it possible to replace manually if the file is a big file? Here only 3 lines available. How you will replace the data? We will go to vi linux.txt. Wherever Linux is available, I want to replace with Unix. I want to replace Linux with Unix. Manually replacing, is it easy? Manually replacing the content, is it easy? It is not easy. It is not easy. So that's why we are going for a command called sed command. What is the sed command? Sed stands for stream editor. Sed stands for stream editor. Okay. Here, using sed command, we can replace the content without opening the file also. Using sed command, we can replace the text without opening the file itself. Now I have a file called linux.txt. Cat linux.txt file is available. In this file, I have Linux. Wherever the Linux is available, I want to replace the Linux text with the Unix text. I no need to open the file if I use sed command. Sed stands for stream editor. Using sed command, we can replace the file text. We can replace the text without opening the file. Okay, how to do that replacement? Let us see here. Let me go to cat linux.txt. Currently, my file is having 3 lines. In every line, Linux is available. Now I want to replace. Sed command s/ wherever Linux is available, I want to replace with Unix. Wherever Linux is available, I want to replace with Unix. Sed s/linux/unix space file name. What is the file name? linux.txt. Now see here, wherever Linux is available, am I able to replace with Unix now? Am I able to replace that now? Am I able to replace now? Yes or no? Am I able to replace now? But there is a small problem. Let us see cat linux.txt. Is my original file modified or just I got the output with replacement? Is my original file modified? Original file not modified. Just I got the output. So and I do cat linux.txt, I got the file data. Now I used sed command. It is used to modify wherever Linux is available. I want to modify with the Unix. Okay, I got the output. But what about the original file? Original file modified or original file not modified? My changes saved in the file My changes not saved in the file. My changes saved in the file. My changes not saved in the file. My changes not saved in the file. How to make the changes in the original file also? How to make the changes in the original file also? For that, we need to use one option called -I insert. What is the option I'm going to give now? -I. Yes. When I give -I, I did not get any output, but see the original file, linux.txt. The original file also modified now. My original file also modified now. Come on, guys. So, am I opening the file to replace the text? Am I opening the file to replace the text? Am I opening the file to replace the text, or without opening the file, I'm making the changes in the file data? Without opening the file, we are able to make the changes. Okay. So by default, changes will be saved, or by default, changes will not be saved. By default, changes will not be saved. Okay. Now I'm going to use slash Linux content. Wherever the Linux is available, I want to replace that with the Unix space file name. So my file name is linux.txt. So this it will replace Linux word with Unix and prints output to terminal. Now set -I yes slash Linux slash Unix space linux.txt. What it will do? It will replace Linux word with Unix word in the file. Here changes will not reflect in the file, but here changes will reflect in the file also. By using set command, we can delete the lines also. We can delete the lines also. Without opening the file, I can delete a particular line in the file by using set command. See cat linux.txt. I have a file linux.txt. There are 3 lines available. I want to delete a line. I want to delete a line. Okay, I'm going to use set 3d space linux.txt. What is the 3d I'm giving here? What happened? Is it deleting the third line? Is it deleting the third line? Only 2 lines are printed. So 3d, what happened when I give 3d? Third line got deleted. Is it deleted from the original file? Is it deleted from the original file? No. How to delete the third line in the original file now? Can you tell me the command? How to delete the third line in the original file? Set -I 3d linux.txt. Now see cat linux.txt. Only 2 lines are available. Am I able to delete a line? Without opening the file, I'm able to delete third line in the file. That is the beauty of a sed command. Sed command is a stream editor command. Sed command is a stream editor command. Using sed, we can delete the file lines also. Using sed command, we can delete lines also in the file. Okay. So if I give you a command sed -I 3d space file name, what it will do? It will delete third line in the linux.txt file. It will delete third line in the linux.txt file. Got my point? Got my point? Okay. I want to delete the last line. I want to delete the last line. Delete the last line of the file. Delete last line of the file. If you want to delete the last line of the file, then you can go for $set. Set. Here we need to give $d linux.txt. So what is the meaning of $d? It will delete last line of the file. Okay. It will delete the last line of the file. Okay, guys. I want to delete from 10th line to last. From 12th line, I want to delete everything. Delete from nth line. Okay. $set. Here you can specify 12 comma $d. 12 comma $d linux.txt. If I give 12 comma $d, then what will happen? If I give 12 comma $d, what will happen, guys? From 12th line, everything will be deleted. From 12th line, everything will be deleted. Are you guys clear with my point? VI editor and stream editor. VI is a text editor. Sed is a stream editor. VI means edit the files. You will open a file. To open the files, we are using VI and we can edit. Sed is basically advanced. It is a stream editor. Sed is basically advanced. It is a stream editor. Stream editor. Without opening the file itself, we can perform the operations like replace the text in the file and delete the file. Everything we are going to perform. Everything we are going to operate by using stream editor. By default, stream editor changes will not reflect in the original file. To make the changes in the file, we will use -i option. -i option. Okay, fine, guys. Today we discussed about cat, tag, wc, head, tail, grep, vi, set. Okay, cat command we discussed, tag command, word count, head, tail, grep, vi, and set. So these commands we discussed in the today's session. In the tomorrow session, we are going to understand how to work with file permissions in the Linux. So whenever I am printing the files by using ls-l, you can see there are some characters are available. Read permission, write permission is available. Na? File permissions are very important. So tomorrow we are going to understand file permissions in the Linux. Are you clear? So what is our tomorrow's topic, guys? Tomorrow we are going to work with file permissions. Okay, let me upload the notes into our website. I already explained to you how can we access our notes from the portal. You need to create an account. Guys. I'm uploading the notes to our Linux. So here Linux session 3. Linux session 3 notes I'm uploading here. Video also you will get, guys. Session 3 notes I have uploaded. You can access the notes from the website now. So if you don't have the access, create an account in the website. If you don't have a access, create an account in the website, go to login into your account. Once you log into your account, there you can see dashboard. Linux will be available. Linux, as I told you, it is free cost. Click on enroll button. It will ask you to proceed to payment. Then you click on that. So once you click on that, go to my courses. The Linux course will be displayed for you. The load notes is accessible. So today's notes also available for you. Okay. Thank you, guys. With this, I'm stopping for today. We'll continue in the tomorrow session. So tomorrow we will work with file permissions in Linux.